So this is the all-new St. Victor from Springfield Armory. The only thing you're going to see different on this, I replaced the 4-prong flash hider with the Sylvan 556 Ti titanium can. So this is pretty cool. This is a 16-inch model. It's all Cerakoted and coyote brown. And even the furniture, the stock and the pistol grip are also coyote brown, made by B5, which if you guys haven't tried the B5 stuff, I love it. I think it's a great value for AR furniture. The pistol grip is a little more upright. It's very grippy, extra grippy on the front, kind of grippy on the sides, and doesn't really, there's no grippies on the back. The stock is the enhanced soft mod stock from B5. Great stock, it's very rigid, it doesn't wiggle too much. You got some compartments for storage, batteries, stuff like that. This grip right here is the B5 Systems Type 23 P grip. So Springfield sent me this AR to test it out. And before they sent it, they didn't really tell me what it's going to look like, what the features are. Now, right before it shipped out, they did send me a link to a top secret page where I can see all the specs and all the information. So there are a couple things they've done different with this that kind of set it apart. Now I'm going to jump right to it, and I know the biggest question that you guys probably have in your mind is what's the MSRP? MSRP is $1,279. Street price probably somewhere around $1,100 to $1,000. When the CUDA came out, that was actually much cheaper than I anticipated it to be. So I'm hoping this thing will come in just around or under $1,000. And if that's the case, I think this is a killer deal because you're getting a really nice AR for that price. These are aluminum flip-up sights. This rear flip-up sight has two settings. Got a little tight little window and then a larger aperture window. You can adjust the windage on this rear sight with a knob on the side. You don't need any tools. Front sight has a front sight post similar to a standard AR gas block style front sight post. Now most ARs don't seem to come with sights unless it's a bundled deal, right? So the fact that this comes with these flip-up sights, that's really cool. Minus the suppressor, this did not come with it, but it comes with a 4-prong flash hider. After I did a few mags with this AR, I went ahead and stuck my Sylvan stuff on here. I have a couple of the Sylvan muzzle devices and of course a suppressor because I like to shoot this suppressed, especially because I have neighbors around and I want to be a little bit polite. So the barrel is pretty cool. This is a 16-inch barrel. It has a mid-length gas system and it has a constant taper. It tapers from the front all the way to the tip, minus where the gas block is. This is a chromoly vanadium barrel and it has a 1-in-8 twist. You have 4 different QD options. You have your front QD cup right here, and then you have your rear QD cup, which is reinforced. That's really nice because this is probably where you're going to mount your QD. Unless you're weird and want to stick it all the way in the tip, but hey, you have the option to do that. And you'll also notice there's a ton of M-LOK options on this rail. That pick rail extends all the way from the front to the back. Now the receiver set is forged 7075 T6 aluminum receivers. The lower receiver has what's called an AccuTight tensioning system. It reduces that notorious receiver wobble or AR wobble where the upper and lower like to wiggle around together. This one actually feels pretty rigid. There's still a slight wobble to it, but really not much at all. So that's a great feature. I hate a rattly, wobbly AR. You have a flared mag well, and you also have a B5 polymer trigger guard. Now what's really nice about this right here is this trigger. It's a GI trigger, there's nothing fancy. It is, however, nickel boron, so it's much smoother than your typical mil-spec trigger kit. And it also has a flat shoe on it. I love a flat shoe trigger, especially on ARs. The reset is very tactile and audible. I had to guess you're probably sitting around a 4.5 to 5 pound trigger is about what it feels like. It has a feel of a mil-spec trigger, but with that feels a little smoother. I'm guessing because it's nickel boron coated. Okay, now the buffer assembly. Now this is a mil-spec buffer tube, and you have the heavy or H buffer inside the buffer tube. What's really nice is it's smooth. If you notice a lot of the cheaper ARs, when you rack it, you can hear that spring twanging in your ear against that buffer tube. You don't get that at all. It's a very smooth cycling rifle. The end plate over here also has a QD cup. So you can do QD in the back, QD right here, QD here, and then you got the other side, of course. And then, of course, this B5 SOP mod stock has your QD on the left and right side. You've got lots of sling options on this sucker, which is awesome. So the weight of the AR unloaded is 6 pounds and 12 ounces, of course, more with my muzzle additions over here. Length is 36.5. And of course, again, that does not include the suppressor on the front. Here's your bolt carrier group. It's a very beefy, well-built bolt carrier group. It's really nice that they included this with the rifle too. You're actually getting a Radian Raptor LT charging handle, which again is awesome because I have a couple of these and I tend to buy these for my upgrades on my ARs. The fact that it came with one is one less thing I'll have to purchase. The bolt carrier group is already heavy duty. This thing isn't gonna break on you. The gas key looks staked very well. So you have a nice premium bolt carrier group. You have your Radian Raptor LT charging handle. You've got flip up sights. All that comes with the rifle already. You already have your upgraded B5 furniture.
What's up, y'all? 3Gun Kenzie on Steve's channel here. So we're in the backyard at my range here, but we both got sent the new St. Victor rifle. Now what's really cool is mine is a 14-inch barrel. This is the 16-inch, and he already went with a suppressor because I would too, totally. But they did a really good job revamping this line. You know, it's not just the 5.56 line, you know, they have the 7.62 as well. And like I said, actually on one of my videos is they did a pistol version, they did the rifle. Obviously you could do an SBR with the pin and weld, you don't have to. But this actually looks really cool. Mine's black. I really like this coyote brown color here. Cutie mounts galore, guys. I mean, that was the biggest thing for me, is because different slings matter for me when I shoot. Obviously, like, competition is kind of my background, but the fact that you can have them here up front, and then you also have the end plate, of course, and then the stock. What I respect about Springfield Armory too in this build is that they did go with B5 products. You know, the stock, the grip, and the trigger guard. This is quality products, as well as the Radian Raptor charging handle. So when you're talking about ambi controls, this is great for a lefty or righty. I love the quick throw, 45 degrees, but they really took the time to put all quality products in this. So you're talking about a really affordable gun for especially like a newer person or someone that wants quality rifle. This is it, man. Really fun to shoot. And thank God they put in a flat face trigger, because it's a game changer. I hate mil-spec. I just can't run mil-spec triggers anymore. So this is awesome. They did a great job. Like I said, I love this coloring. So check them out. The whole line got revamped, guys.
Now, one feature that I love is your ambi safety selector right here. So on the right side of the rifle, you have your short stubby selector. On the left side of the rifle, you have your long selector where your thumb typically will sit unless you are wrong-handed. One nice thing about this selector right here is it's actually a 45-degree selector, and that's my favorite. Super short throw, just a little bit and you're there. So you have a 45-degree ambidextrous safety selector. Comes pretty well loaded for the price tag. Like I said, I'm guessing you're gonna come somewhere in the ballpark of $1,000 when this actually hits the market. Unfortunately, I have to get this video done before that release happens, so I don't know what the stores are selling it for yet, but that's my guess, around $1,000. Trigger felt fine. Trigger felt great. It's not the best trigger out there. There's still a couple triggers that I really like, so I will probably swap that out eventually. But with the trigger that you're getting for this price range, isn't a bad deal. It feels pretty good. Now, I tried 4 types of ammo. All the ammo I tried are the typical stuff you're gonna find in your box stores. So one of them is gonna be this ArmsCor 5.56, this Hornady Frontier. This is all 55 grain stuff. Hornady Frontier. This is PMC Bronze 223, and then the ArmsCor 223. So those are the 4 different types of ammo I tried. I've got a buttload of it, so I figured, why not? This is all the stuff that we're all gonna train with. I haven't done any long range testing with this rifle yet, so I'm curious to do that in the future. Probably try to stretch it out, see how tight I can get those groups. I also tried 4 different magazines. So when you get this rifle, like I said, it comes with the rifle, comes with all this stuff, and it comes with one Gen 3 PMag. I tried that Gen 3 PMag. I did my ETS smoked mag. I did a KCI polymer semi-see-through mag. Then I did one of the older ETS tritium follower mags too. Every mag worked fine, no issues. So yeah, I mean, in this day and age of just about everybody manufacturing an AR-15, it's cool to see something that stands out a little bit different, especially from one of the larger companies out there. I feel like you're getting a pretty good bang for your buck you're getting all this stuff for about $1,000. And that's a good mid-tier price for an AR. You have your other budget ARs out there that are sub $600, sub $500. You have your premium ARs that are sitting around the $2,000 and up mark. But that $1,000 mark is right where this sits. I think it's a good fitting and a good price for all the stuff that you get with this. That's about it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all have a blessed week.